I never really set out to change the game.
Stephen Curry might have once been a no-name recruit who played basketball at Davidson College, but now he's got a net worth of $90 million and he knows exactly how to spend it. He currently plays for the NBA team Golden State Warriors, but spends his time off the court relaxing in his multiple properties, driving around in his luxury vehicles and launching new business ventures to increase his income even more. Make sure to stick around until the end to hear about why Stephen spends $75,000 on a single mouthpiece, and it probably won't be a reason you're expecting. Like most multi-millionaires, Stephen Curry owns more than one property and they're all incredible, both inside and out. Until February 2019, Stephen and his family lived in an impressive $6.3 million property in California. It featured 5 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms and covered 10,290 square feet of space. We'll leave it to you to figure out how many basketball courts worth of space that is. The home also featured an infinity swimming pool, a detached guest house, and an outdoor pavilion with a full kitchen. It sits on an 1.5 acres of land and is comprised of a traditional-style main house with a 6-car garage. The kitchen was also remodeled, most likely by Stephen's wife, Aisha, who's a celebrity chef and cookbook author. If you wander outside, you'll find numerous fountains and lawns and a 1,700-gallon well. And that wasn't the only fancy property that Stephen's purchased in the past. He also had another huge mansion in North Carolina. Known as Charlotte Mansion, this property spans a huge 7,650 square feet and boasts 4 bedrooms, 4 full and 3 half bathrooms, a movie theater, wine cellar, man cave, exercise room, and 4-car garage. This house sits inside a gated community, ensuring a high level of security and some pretty high-profile neighbors too. Stephen and Aisha purchased their North Carolina home for $1.275 million in 2011 and knew exactly what they wanted before they signed the dotted line. The European-style house has huge arched ceilings and plenty of space with stylish designs. The main level includes a living room area with a massive stone fireplace and towering French doors, with a formal dining area and a fancy fireplace to match. Stephen can also peer out the beautiful balcony on the 2nd floor that overlooks the main level. When he got hungry, he could stroll through into the gourmet kitchen filled with Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances. Stephen sold this property in January 2019, too. Stephen's car collection is varied enough to make anyone jealous and includes cars for every type of journey. One of his favorite vehicles is his Porsche Panamera Turbo S, which packs plenty of punch under the hood with 550 horsepower that creates a top speed of 190 miles per hour. This likely would have cost around $150,000. He also owns a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the crown jewel of his collection, with a price tag of $187,500. Then there's the Range Rover Sport LWB. This car costs close to $200,000. Favorite brands. And what leads us to that thought? The fact that he's been spotted wearing 2 very fancy-looking Rolex watches on separate occasions. And in 2018, he was spotted by the watch website Hodinkee wearing a gorgeous rose gold Santos de Cartier skeleton, which cost $57,000. We'll talk you through his Rolexes too. The first is the stainless steel Rolex Deep Sea Dive watch with a hefty 44mm oyster case. This one comes with a $10,000 price tag as the bare minimum. For the big occasions, he appears to prefer this impressive watch. He wore it whilst accepting his MVP trophy in 2016 and when he met President Obama in 2015 through his charity efforts on fighting malaria. The second Rolex watch we've seen Stephen Curry wearing is the lavish Ever Rose Gold Day-Date 40 President, with a chocolate dial decorated with a new style laser-etched diagonal pattern. One of Stefan's more attainable yet elegant timepieces is his Movado Museum Classic. If you walk through a gated estate in Orinda, California, you'll find another one of Stefan's past purchases, 140 Camino Sobrante. This hot hacienda stands on a lakeside swath 17 miles from San Francisco and minutes from the Orinda Country Club. A truly beautiful mansion, it featured a Mediterranean-style exterior with a red-tiled roof, copper gutters, and downspouts, tiled patios and terraces, and a white stucco facade with an ivy-clad entryway. Of course, most of the house was custom built to Stefan's design, so the first thing to view upon entering the property was the grand living room with vaulted ceilings, a large fireplace, and 4 sets of French doors. Outside, there's a pool with a flood spa, a waterfall, and shallow play area flanked by an outdoor kitchen and dining area with a bar and grill and a fireside lounge. The jewel on top of the already very luxurious crown was the Syrah Vineyard, which Aisha adored. It was put on the market in 2016 for $3.895 million. In February 2018, Stefan auctioned off his custom hand-painted signature shoes from that month's victory over the Wizards to help former President Barack Obama's My Brother's Keeper alliance. Stefan has worked with Obama's charity for a while to raise money, but this recent idea was a great way to give a little extra without going through too much effort. The Obama Foundation revealed to Ebony.com that the customized Under Armour sneakers raised $28,000 for the MBKA. Earlier that year, Stefan shared an Instagram post in which he discussed the importance of the MBKA sneakers. To make things even better, the Obama Foundation matched the donation, meaning that more than $50,000 was raised by these shoes. Isn't that impressive? You might be surprised to hear that Stefan spends a lot of time undertaking charity work and raising money for good causes. Of course, his donated shoes were a perfect example of this, but he also uses his long-range prowess to help take down malaria. In partnership with the United Nations, Stefan is a leader of the Nothing But Nets campaign that aims to bring protective nets to millions of people around the world who are prone to the mosquito-borne disease. If that wasn't enough, he also made good use of his impressive sporting skills by launching the 3-for-3 Challenge in 2014. He promised that for every three-pointer he made during the season, he'd donate money and resources to 3 bed nets. Although these things might not have monetary value, they're clearly things that Stefan is prepared to spend his time and, as a result, his income on. But charity isn't the only business venture where Stefan is spending his money. In 2015, he co-founded and became the lead investor of Slice, which set out to become an automated marketing service to help brands publish content and reach their intended targeted audiences. As well as that, he also invested an undisclosed amount into Snap Travel, a company that is looking to simplify the hotel booking process by facilitating reservations on messenger platforms. Although no one knows for sure how much Stefan invested, the total bill was $21.2 million for the Series A funding round. So we imagine it's an investment that cost him a lot, but that is also returning a lot. To make life easier, Stefan formed a new company, SC30 Inc., which now manages his investments and brand partnerships, as well as his philanthropic ventures as his business portfolio has continued to grow. Not everybody's investments bring them money back, but Stefan's almost certainly have a large price tag attached. Stefan's regularly profiled as one of the best-dressed NBA players and is often spotted on the best-dressed lists on fashion websites. He particularly gained a lot of attention from a GQ fashion shoot he did in April 2017, where he showed off a very nice $2,000 Emporio Armani suit. He also owns a stake in the Under Armour clothing company, which regularly brings him a sizable chunk of income. As a result, you'll often see him sporting the range. In September 2015, Stefan Under Armour came to an agreement to extend his deal through 2024. According to Business Insider's Bob Bryan, one analyst at Morgan Stanley estimates Curry's value to Under Armour could be more than $14 billion. Yes, that's billion with a B. We wish we owned that kind of investment. If you've watched Stefan on the courts regularly, you'll have spotted his mouthpiece while he's running around shooting hoops. In 2016, NBA fined Stefan $25,000 for throwing a mouthpiece that inadvertently struck a fan during Game 6 of the 2016 NBA Finals against Cleveland. And then again in 2017, the NBA fined Curry a huge $50,000 for a similar issue. They said in a release that Stefan threw his mouthpiece, quote, in the direction of a game official, end quote, before getting ejected ejected with 43.6 seconds remaining of Saturday's loss in Memphis. We don't know why Stephen felt the urge to throw his mouthpiece repeatedly, but it does mean that this form of protection has a price tag of $75,000 so far. And if he throws it again, that figure will keep on rising. That's all for 10 ridiculously expensive things Stephen Curry owns. What do you think of Stephen's spending habits? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to The Richest, and join our amazing notification squad. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.